Yo, what's up YouTube? How you doing? I hope you're good, happy and healthy wherever you are. Today I'm reacting to the new single from Dax. This is From a Man's Perspective. Let's get into this and let's go. Let's get into this.
I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it. Stop acting like a bitch.
You don't call somebody out of the name like that if you don't respect them. Don't start approaching me. I already told you. Don't start approaching me. Then I'll leave then. Then I'll leave then. Then I'll leave then.
Whoa, this instrumental is emotional, man. The clock ticking and the bass. It's got a certain finality to it.
I thought we were forever. That was a mistake. You wrote it down in pencil. Guess it got erased. Drawn on my weakness. Look what you create. A masterpiece of everything you taught yourself to hate. I had to log off. Your passwords changed. You always tried to run. I wasn't down to chase. Your trauma made you numb. I tried to give you faith. You took my kindness and threw it right back in my face. Ashamed to say I loved you and it hurts me cause I actually tried. Your truth was based off of lies. Your love was conditional and mine forgave you multiple times. That's why I had to finally walk away. It hurt me to leave but was killing me to stay. The story of my life, this chapter and page is getting ripped out and thrown in emotional flames. To be honest, I don't hate you, this is my only way to grieve. What you want isn't always what you need. I remember days I'd beg and I'd plead for you to just calm down and provide me with peace. Your words used to hurt me, they would bring me to my knees. Called me pathetic, trash, weak. So I got strong, got back on my feet, picked you up off the sidewalk, threw you back to the streets. I don't wanna talk about those times that you lied. Don't wanna talk about those times that I cried. Don't wanna talk about those times you denied all the truths that I spewed that I knew deep inside. The pressure I was feeling that was right up to my neck. The anxiety, depression that was weighing on my chest. The constant allegations, the blatant disrespect. The time that I lost or the money that I spent. I was going crazy, I was a shell of a man. Trapped in your cage, lost in your maze. Blinded by love, addicted to the pain. The highs and the lows, the storm and the rain. I started therapy to cope because you drove me insane. Gassed me right up, then emptied my tank. So don't you try to spin the block when you see I'm doing greater. That I'm happy or I got another woman in your place. Because I gave you too many chances to understand that pain sounds different when it's coming from a man. We not allowed to feel, be real, explain, express. And when we do, we lose the upper hand. We only have value based on what we can provide. I spoke your love language, you didn't understand mine. You pushed me to the edge, played like you were blind. And then you blamed all of your actions on your zodiac sign. Never again.
That sounds familiar. Shit, I've been through before, man. Wow. Dax, wow. Dude. Dax. That was beautifully painful. Like I said, I've experienced that before, and I was at possibly my lowest going through something like that. And the worst part is they were so narcissistic and mentally abusive, and when I called them out on it, I was a bad person. And yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but it's refreshing to hear in a song that being a man and going through that kind of thing, you feel like you are powerless, you feel like you can't do anything to, I know this sounds weak or makes me sound vulnerable, but you can't do anything to save yourself or defend yourself because it will get used against you, even though they are 100% in the wrong. And this goes for any relationship with narcissistic behaviour. And yeah, there's no need for it, there's no place for it in this world. What I would say to anyone who is dealing with narcissistic abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, any of that makes you question who you are, do not engage them, especially if they've cut you off from your friends and family, or even worse, if they've integrated with your friends and family. Do not engage in confrontation, because they get off on that, and they love nothing more than you calling them out, because then they can turn it on you and make you out to be the bad guy. And it could get to the point where one of you gets physically hurt, and 9 out of 10 times it's not the abuser that gets hurt, it's the victim. And being a victim is okay. It doesn't make you weak or less of a person. So yeah, don't confront them. Leave silently. Because when you're dealing with someone like that, they get off on hurting you and the reaction that you give. So don't dangle that string in front of them. Don't do it. It's a trap, and it will only make things worse. If you leave silently, it will drive them insane because they don't have a hold on you. I mean, I know some situations it's not possible to leave silently, and I really hope that if you are in that situation, that you can figure it out. There are people you can call the police, you can go to a friend's house. Even if they've cut you off from your friends and family, I can guarantee if you turn up at your friend's house in distress and explain that you have been forced not to talk to them by this person, that person will shelter you and look after you and make sure you get safe. That's what friends are for. Even if you feel like you've got no one, trust me, you have. They just make you believe that you're alone. But yeah, back to the song. Like I said, the instrumental and the clock ticking, signaling like the finality of it, like, yeah, this is going to be over. This is the final seconds of realising, and it's not okay. Yeah, the instrumental, that was haunting, man. The bass and that vocal behind it and the piano key, it's beautiful. And Dax, the lyrics, man, they hit hard, they hit the nail right on the head. And if I've related to it, surely more people can relate to it. And that's what's great about music. You can feel like you're the only person in this world going through this situation with no light at the end of the tunnel. And then you can put the song on, and right away, this guy in your headphones is feeling exactly the same way as you have been. And you're not alone. He got out, you can too. Yeah, I've got nothing else to say. But that song was 10 out of 10. Perfect. You're not alone. I'm going to whack the original video in the description box down below. Check that out. Give Dax some love. I'm going to whack that song on the Spotify playlist along with everything else I've reacted to in the past. Give that a spin. You're going to love it. If you've enjoyed my video today, be sure to leave me a like. Leave me a comment down below. What is your favourite song by Dax, and which one shall I react to next? Let me know. Give this video a share to your mates, and most importantly, hit subscribe. I've noticed lots of my new viewers are not hitting subscribe, but on the other hand, lots of people are doing so. Be like those guys. Hit subscribe to be in the loop for everything that I do next. Till next time, guys, take it easy. And if you're in that situation, take it extra easy and be safe. Peace.